Hey guys, so I'm doing some water changes. I'm doing a water change right now on the 125, but on the 150, I am also doing a water change, and I rearranged the rocks a little bit to give it a little bit different shapes, and move the sand around a lot. And I'm gonna add my the rest of my blue sapphires in here, and a couple of my yellow blaze otopharynx lithobates that I have some extra males. Throw them in here, let them grow out, and we'll see how this goes. My buccos haven't been breeding, which is the ones I really want to breed, so I'm a little nervous about adding more fish into this tank. But at the end of the day, the goal is really also to get the sapphires breeding, and they need the bigger tank, and so I need to grow these females out a little bit more, and I think they'll do better and be happier in this big tank. So that's what I got going on, and just wanted to do a quick update on the 150 rearranging. I'll add a little snippet here with the fish in the tank. Hey guys, so it's actually been a couple weeks since I dropped these star sapphires in here and these lithobates. So these star sapphires have really colored up and done nicely. These males are really starting to speckle and put on some good size. Especially that guy looks probably the best. And then I saw some really exciting things of one of these young females, and not the bigger, older female, which is kind of expected, I guess, because she actually looks like she's grandma. It may not be necessarily fish spawning size, but one of these younger ones actually bred, and she was holding. She only held for a couple days, but that's okay. They're young, which was kind of expected. And then what was exciting was when my bucco male, he's kind of got his breeding mask on a little bit there in his face, the black. But he bred with one of the females, the female back there, this one, and she was holding a nice big mouthful, but then the next day she had a little less, and the next day she had a little less. So I went ahead and pulled it. Only got about a dozen eggs. I'm a little nervous because he bred with that female and the other female before, and both of them, it was the first time for this female, but this one, they both spit and started eating their eggs after a couple days. So I'm a little nervous that he is not fertile. I used to have two males, if you guys remember, and I sold the other male. I actually traded that male for the other female that's in here, adult female. And maybe he was the one who was breeding, so that's a little concerning. Or there's just a lot going on here and he can't focus in on breeding, so that could be part of the issue. So I do have plans to move out this nyassachromis boadzulu group. So this male, and there are 4 females in here that I want to move out, these ones. And actually I have one that's holding. I actually put her in a separate tank just so she's not stressed and she can just hold full term if she can. And so they're coming in the works. This strawberry came in and looked really nice. And then the yellow labs are yellow labs, but they look good. And then the fryeri, that male looks legit. This female hasn't bred in a while. She's got a little bit of a sunken stomach. I've been working on it and medicating this tank a little bit, and she's starting to eat better, but we'll see. And then the other male, fryeri, is right here, and he looks good. He's always a little bit colored down because he's just smaller. You can kind of see that one's probably half an inch bigger than him. But eventually I want him to be my main breeder. The furcifers, they've looked Sibwise, they've been really good. The Lake Tanganyika featherfin, I do have probably 7 of their fry growing out nicely. So I had 2 females holding a while ago. I'm hoping to get them breeding again. I feel like, because this, I've talked about it before, this is there's some windows here, so these guys get hit by natural light, and I think as it gets to more spring here in Colorado, that these guys will start breeding more regularly. And but these little otopharynx yellow blaze Z-rocks are looking good. They're this guy hasn't colored up too aggressively because he's one of the smallest guys in the tank, and this one right here is also male. I'm pretty positive he's just colored down because he's even smaller and less dominant. But when they get going, they'll be really pretty. I put 3 in here originally, and I sold one that was the most colorful. So they'll color up as they get bigger. And that's pretty much all I got going on in here. But yeah, I'll clear out some of these boadzulus. think that'll get enough room for the buccos to breed kind of regularly. And then I do have some young guys, and I'm pretty excited about some new fish that I've gotten from my local fish store. They're only 2 inches, maybe 3 inches, that are growing out, some new species, and I'll show that in another video. This one's kind of got pretty long, but thanks for watching. This is my 150 gallon with all the fish in there. Star sapphires are really starting to steal the show though.